to the RC store. My name's Ammo. Check out what we got on the desk today. Yes, this is a Subaru Impreza World Rally Championship rally car. So I want to give a huge shout out to Appliance Electronics, where I picked this up from. If you want some fantastic customer service, be sure to check out their website. The link's in the description. Also, the website scrolling across the bottom here, which is www.applianceelectronics.co.uk. Be sure to check them out. You can pick this up from there, along with many other rally cars and RC cars, as well as upgrades too. Now, this is the M48S by Carisma. Now, I'm going to stop you guys there for 1 second. Some of you guys are probably thinking, now that's an old RC car. There's two variants of this one. There's an older version and then the newer version. This is the newer version. And another thing you guys are going to say before we even start this video, Ammo, that car is slow. I'm going to put you to a stop there. The reason behind that is there will be some fast upgrades coming for this car. I have already got on, but you will see them in a future video. So the whole purpose of me purchasing the M48S was RC rally cars are really taking off, as I have noticed recently. Now, you guys have seen a fair few rally cars on the channel. There was one point where it was hard to find rally cars. There wasn't much out there. Now they're dropping from every angle. Literally, loads of Chinese brands are dropping rally cars left, right and center. And I thought to myself, I wanted to show you guys out there a branded RC with full part support, but that was cheap to buy. When I mean cheap, I mean rally cars ain't cheap in general, but at a lower budget range. Now, as you guys can see up here, we have got probably the best bang for buck RC rally car you can buy, which is the Quantum Flux R, which is sitting up here, which is the Maverick. Now, that thing is a 4S capable rig, extremely quick, handles fantastic, but the only downside to it is the scale looks just ain't there. But the car itself is amazing. Then you've got the WRC Escort Cosworth by HPI. Absolutely incredible car, handles fantastic, absolutely love that thing. Then over here, you've got the VXL Fiesta. That thing is another car that's absolutely amazing. Hoons, just how you want it to hoon. Tarmac hoons, gravel, absolutely amazing. And then over here, you guys can see this is a tarmac rally car. This is by Primal RC. This Porsche is absolutely incredible. The scale looks are something else. Now, this physical car has not been released yet. It will be released and it will be available for you to order from Primal's website directly. And then you've got the rally version, off-road rally version, sitting just here with a Golf livery. Guys, absolutely fantastic. If you ain't seen any of these videos, be sure to check them out on the channel. I have put a rally car folder there with all the rally videos on there, so be sure to check them out. Now, heading back to this Carisma. So, I wanted to basically show you guys there are rally cars out there that do look scale like this and that are quite affordable. But yes, a lot of you guys already said it, and I did mention it at the start of this video, they ain't as fast as other RC cars. But recently, I seen content on an MJX 7th scale RC car. Now, that MJX 7th scale Citroen, top speed on it was about 30-35 miles an hour. And I seen how people were saying it's not fast, but then other people were saying it doesn't matter that it's not fast, it handles well, and they absolutely love it. So I thought to myself, when this got announced and the YouTubers that basically showcase this, were they just hyping it up that it ain't fast enough? I don't know. Does the handling overweigh the fact that it doesn't go as fast and it handles amazingly? I don't know. So I thought to myself, I'll pick one of these up. I'll show you guys what you can get for less than £300. I believe they're out at 270 odd pounds, 280 pounds. I put the price on the screen as we speak. But this thing looks absolutely fantastic, and I know you can make this very capable. So I picked one up. So what we're going to do is go through the box art in this video. We're going to unbox it and check this out. So looking at the front of this box, this is a Subaru Impreza WRC 1997 World Rally Championship car. It looks absolutely fantastic. Specifications, we've got high-speed servo, oil-filled dampers, independent suspension, tarmac spec tyres, full-time four-wheel drive system, high-speed power unit, 2.4 gigahertz radio system, full metal gear transmission. It's factory assembled, so it comes as an RTR. All you need to do is add your batteries. This is a brushless powered system in here. It's a 1/8 scale car. Like I said, full-time four-wheel drive. Flipping the box around, you do have a nice roof view, a fantastic side view. Oh, you gotta love the WRC Subaru Impreza. Looks absolutely fantastic. Over on this side, you do have a picture of the chassis itself, and then you do have some pictures here on the scale sizes. So you've got the wheel base dimensions just there, so the width, and then the wheelbase length just there as well. Oh, I'm looking forward to unboxing this. I wanted a Subaru for a while, and I think it'll fit in well with this collection. Right, let's get this unboxed. I'm looking forward to this. Comes packed well. Right, what I'm going to do is get all this stripped out, lay it across the desk, and then we'll take a deep dive into everything. Right, so I've got everything spread across the desk. To be fair, you don't get a lot with this car compared to something like the Primal Porsche, where you get stacks and stacks of extras and all sorts in there. You don't get a lot with this, but then you get what you pay for, I guess. So this comes with a pack. Now in this pack, you get a set of decals. Now you get the front headlights, back headlights, and some rally lights. Now this has already got the headlights and stuff on here, so I don't understand why they've given you a second set, but they have. And here at the bottom, you've got the STI cover caps on, or you can change them for the fog lights as well. A manual here for the electronic speed controller. Full manual for the car itself, as you can see here. Now this manual does contain exploded diagrams, which we will use in a future video, but as you can see here, very, very detailed. It's got all the parts on there along with part numbers, and then obviously if you go to the back of this actual manual, you will see that there is a spares part list, and now that's got the part numbers on there, and it tells you what the spare parts are, and you can order one either from Carisma Direct or Appliance Electronics, or anybody else that deals in Carisma cars. Now the controller. Now this is a CTX8000. Big name for a big controller. To be honest, they could have condensed this down hell of a lot. This controller is absolutely huge. It's bulky, it's massive, and looks very dated. Just my opinion. Now, like I said, I always try to say the truth on the channel. So if something doesn't look right or it looks a bit funny to me, I will tell you. And that looks a bit crazy, to be fair, in terms of size. It's absolutely massive. At the bottom here, you do pop it open. It takes 4 AA batteries at the bottom just there. The actual controller itself doesn't feel too bad. It feels a bit top heavy. And as you can imagine with how bulky this is, it is going to have some weight behind it. But you've got a trigger for your throttle and your brake. To be honest, being completely honest, it doesn't feel the greatest, but I'm sure it'll do the job. You can't single-handedly steer this. The wheel is miles away. The wheel is plastic, no foam grip on there, so you can slip quite easily. Though they have got grooves around there. It's, put it this way, it'd be better with a foam wheel on there, is the only way I can describe it. Now you do have a ATV switch just here, which you can go higher or lower. I'm not sure what that's for. I believe it's another channel. And then you've got your steering trim, your throttle trim just there. Your steering reverse and throttle reverse, once again, just there. You got your on and off button across here. And there is one more button which says FTN key. Like I said, I'm not sure what the FTN button is. I will have to look at the manuals, etc. But yeah, that's the controller. Like I said, nice, big, bulky, just what you don't want. Right, the car itself. Now I'm going to unwrap this and let's have a look at this body. Now I will say this little added protection on the spoiler is absolutely fantastic, and this car looks absolutely amazing. You guys know I love my scale looking rally cars, and yeah, this looks nice. Yes, we're gonna do a bit of jumping with this. Oh yes. Right, so guys, this is the Subaru Impreza. This is 1997 version, and this was basically based on the 22B rally car. Right, what I'm gonna do is pull the camera in, show you guys this body in detail. We'll have a look at the car, we'll look at the chassis and all the specifications. So just to show you guys, I do read the manuals. Look, FTN. It shows you what it is. It's basically a bind button used to synchronize the connection between the transmitter and receiver. And then the ATV is basically adjust the maximum steering throw in both directions when turning the crawler left or right. That don't look like a crawler to me. Right, looking at this body in details, as you can see, this has got a lot of scale details on it. However, majority of them are decals, unfortunately. So it hasn't got a live grille or anything like that. They are just decals. But how fantastic does this look? Now, I will say, straight out the box, this body, in terms of fitment, looks a lot better than the Escort Cosworth body that we pulled out for HPI. That one just had all sorts going on here on the sides, where it was just flaring out way too much and it needed to be pulled in, which never got done. As you can see on the shaft there, it's still flaring out on the side skirts. So this is sitting absolutely fantastic, just how it should, as you can see. But what an amazing looking car. So like I said, the details go all the way through the bonnet. As you can see, you do not have a tinted window, it's a decaled window. You got a roof scoop at the top just there, going over the roof and going over to a rear spoiler. Now coming down the side of the car, you do have these flared rear quarters, look absolutely amazing. Once again, decal scale graphics all the way down the side. Once again, absolutely fantastic. You do have all the sponsorship livery across there, and you do have the classic gold wheels. And these are basically tarmac tires. I'm actually looking forward to giving this a hoon in the car park, to be fair, on some tarmac. It's nice to have some tarmac tires and a rally car that can actually rally on tarmac. Absolutely amazing. Looking forward to that, to be fair. Flipping it to the rear, once again, the scale details absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately, once again, there are decals, as you can see, all the way through. You do have the P2WRC license plate. I do like that touch, to be fair. That's really, really cool. And underneath, I don't know if you can just pick it up, you do have a rear diffuser underneath the car as well. So yeah, overall, great looking car. It doesn't have a clipless body. You do have your standard clips, retainers at the top just there and over on the bonnet. You do, however, get some scaled looking mirrors, but over on this side, you are missing the glass, unfortunately. But hey, like I said, at this price, you can't ask for everything. Right, diving into the chassis. Right, we'll start at the front. You've got a nice foam bumper just here, composite shot towers, as you can see just there. Oil-filled adjustable coilovers, which is a nice touch, to be fair. The suspension itself feels quite springy, so you could probably put some thicker fluid in there if you wanted. But yeah, overall, it does feel quite springy. You do have over here anti-roll bars. So you can see the front anti-roll bar that goes across. That's a neat touch, to be fair. Adjustable turnbuckles, no, so they're solid, but you don't need adjustable turnbuckles, etc. for your steering tracking on a basher rally car. I've never really used them because you're always just bashing it around anyway. It's not like it's track focused to go in straight line, etc. You do have dog bones over on the front diff casing, just there, plastic diff casing. Coming across here, you do have a nice tower to tower strut brace going across the top to keep it all nice and rigid. Your steering servo sitting just there, along with your bell crank. And then here you have a waterproof receiver case. So your receiver sits in this nice waterproof box. One thing I do like about this is the gears are all encased. So your center differential sits in there, and this is completely encased in, as you can see. Now that's a fantastic touch, where on the HPI one, it was basically naked. And I had 3D printed a similar case to this for that car and put it on. It was well needed, and to be fair, that's a wicked touch. I'm glad that's got it. So like I said, it's a great platform. You've got your front prop shaft just there and your rear prop shaft there. They're both literally sitting straight. There's no awkward angles, etc. in between them. Carisma Racing Sports Tune 2.0 motor. This is a brushless motor. However, I can't for the life of me find out what KV this is. So if anybody knows, drop a comment below. Let me know what KV motor this is. I couldn't figure it out at all. Now, I believe it's a 560 cal motor. And the reason why I couldn't find it out, and the reason why I was trying to look, is like I said, this thing is getting upgraded with a fresh ESC and motor as well. We're going to get this thing going quick, but that will be in a future video. Running round to the back, these tires look absolutely wicked in terms of scale looks and how wide they look. Now, looking at the back tire compared to the front, the rear tires are wider than the front. You do have dog bones once again on the rear. The links on the rear are not adjustable. Plastic lower wishbone, and you do have an anti-roll bar. You can see it just there. That goes all the way around and out on this side just there. Rear body posts do have this polystyrene foam in between. I believe you can take this out if you wanted to. You just literally release them clips there, lift it out, and you could just put the clips back in. But I'm going to leave it in. It gives a bit more support to the body itself. And over on the rear, your rear bumper looks quite good. Your rear suspension, once again, completely adjustable, oil filled. And like I said, I might adjust that in a future video and put some thicker fluid in there. But it feels good. It doesn't feel absolutely fantastic, but it feels good for what it is. So we're going to run this stock. As you guys know, I always do my first running video stock right out the box without any modifications. So you've got a 50 amp ESC sitting here. Now this is a 223S ESC, but it is only a 50 amp. So you can understand why this doesn't produce crazy amount of speed. But hey ho, like I said, this will be all swapped out in a future video. It comes with an XT60 connector on the end of there. And to be fair, so far I'm quite happy with what it is. In terms of chassis, there ain't no dirt protection or dirt guards. So if you're running this on gravel, like guys, you know, some of my cars do go on gravel, etc. Well, most of my rally cars do. The dirt will get in here, but majority of it should fly back out, but nothing will get in the gearbox, which I'm quite happy about. Looking at the chassis underneath, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. So this is all basically designed underneath. Looks like Carisma logos and M48S logos, which is a neat touch, to be fair. I do like that. The chassis itself, it's made out of a composite material, I believe, or it's carbon, one or the other. Just looking into it, it looks like it's carbon, but then it isn't. So I'm going to say it's a composite material, and it looks rather neat, to be fair. Can't complain with that. You got your rear diffuser just there. You can see that in more detail now. And then the front bumper over there. Find it funny how they've put a QR code on the chassis saying parts finder. Looking inside the body shell, nothing special, nothing to look at. It's literally just backed in silver paint. And like I said, there's no real scale details on here. So there's no grills or anything like that. Nothing really attached apart from the mirrors. But simple, I guess. So the Subaru Impreza M48S. Now I wanted to add a Subaru Impreza bodied car, rally car, to the channel and to the collection. I know some of you guys are going to say, why didn't you get the HPI? Now the simple reason being is, I've got one there and I didn't want to basically buy the same car again, just with a different shell. I wanted to basically buy a Subaru Impreza, but with a different chassis, so I can experience a different chassis as well. So that was the whole purpose. Now this car won't be staying as standard for long. We are going to run this in the next video. We will do an initial GPS speed run so we can bench it to see what sort of speeds it can do. We'll go for a hoon, and let's see how well this car hoons on a standard setup. And then in a further video, we will completely overhaul it, upgrade it, and get this thing moving. Now, I'm looking forward to this little journey. At the minute, the weather's a bit on and off here in the UK. Them nice sunny evenings have soon disappeared, which is a shame because we're going into the peak of summer right now. I'm waiting for some sunny days so I can go back out to the parking lot and just have some more fun. I absolutely enjoyed that full week where I was going out every single night, out taking a different car and just hooning it. And that's what inspired me to go buy another on-road rally car, I guess. So guys, if you've enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next one where we'll take this car for a blast. Now also remember, if you want to pick one of these up, check out the link in the description or the website scrolling across the bottom here, which is www.applianceelectronics.co.uk.